Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, coming at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, back at it again with the buyouts, as well as some ban list cards, and some other cards that are teetering on buyouts that you guys might not know about. Now, if you guys like these videos, make sure to smash that like button. It helps more people see it and the algorithm and blah, blah, blah. Plus, I like being appreciated. If you're not subscribed, hopefully today's day earn your subscription. About 28% of people watch my videos are not subscribed, so hopefully that changes today to like 27.5. I usually would say 27, but you know what? I don't feel like having that high of a goal today. So 20, you know what? Even, how about this? 27.6%. I'm okay with that, all right? If you guys are YouTube channel members, I want to say thank you so much for supporting the channel. You guys are the reason that I'm able to upload more. I get like a mic, I get OTS packs for you guys. Really, really awesome. Thank you for the support. Also, if you're buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Check the community tab to see if you won the giveaways. I'll be announcing some more giveaway winners in about a day or two, as well as I will be having a special Ghost Rare Market Watch. I might give away a Ghost. I don't know. I might. Ghost Rare Market Watches, I don't do those often. So, you guys are hopefully going to get that this week here. And we're just going to get right into this. So, Gravity Collapse from OTS Tournament Pack 13. So what this card does is basically you send a face-up synchro monster control to the graveyard when your opponent summons a monster. You negate the summon, right? So you don't just like negate the effect, destroy, or send it to the graveyard. You negate the summon, okay? So, and then you destroy the card, right? Already kind of a good card, I think, right? But then they put this next line, right? Your opponent cannot summon a monster until the end phase of this turn. Meaning, yeah, they summon something, you flip this, they have to go game 2 inside. That's what this card means. If this card resolves, you go to game 2. All right, very, very simple. I told people get the rares at $1, at about $1. You got commons here for 4, 7, going up to 10 here, and then you got the rares over here for about $9, $10. So if you got this rare at about $1, go in your bulk, and go ahead and just get rid of it. Take your 10 times the money you spent on it. That's all you need to see. Heavy Metalfoes, Electromite here. This card always goes up during banlist season and then it goes right back down. It normally always follows that. Now, I think that a lot of people are just done wanting this card off the list. Not necessarily because they've moved on or anything like that, but they're tired of the false hope. I feel like Electromite to Pendulum players is kind of like a cheating spouse. We all know that one person in our lives where they have this person there. Maybe it's because they have children, past memories, whatever. And the person just keeps cheating on them. They keep hoping they'll change. They don't. And that is Heavy Metalfoes Electromite, okay? They think that the ban list is going to change. You're going to get this card back. Things are going to be different. Oh, look, there's a new wave of pendulum support. Oh, man, we're going to get it. And then the ban list happens, and it doesn't happen. And then I don't know what the equivalent of this would be, but I am the person who gets rid of their Electromites during banlist season. And then when they go back down to half the price I sold them for, or even less, I go ahead and pick them up. Now it's kind of hard to do recently, but right now, yeah, first light plays for 14. Near mints are what, 20? 15s to $18. $15, it's not terrible. People are just fed up with waiting for this card. You got your mega packs now, but I'm going to be honest with you here. Just don't even bother. Just go get the original. Galatea, the Orcust Automaton. Now, I love this ultimate rare. If you guys do not know, just the artwork, the way it pops is just absolutely stellar. I actually ended up getting my copies at 27. Not because I thought this card would go up. I actually didn't think this card would go up until I started seeing kind of more of the Orcust hype and all that. I did think 27 was low for it, but I never thought it would reach, say, $100, which certain buyouts led this card to. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. Kind of reminds me of Near Automata a little bit here. Now, right now, you got $68. You got, a little wall of 5 here. That's kind of cute, ain't it? But it goes quickly up to about 85 bucks, 80, 85 over here. And you guys see this huge spike over here. People are ready for Harpour to come off the ban list. Master Duel has had this card for a while, and nothing's happened. Now, granted, they were so scared of Orcust that some other cards are hit for that. I think Galatea is a at 2 in Master Duel. I could be incorrect with that. All I know is they have other Orcus hits for some reason. I guess Konami was really scared about this deck, which is really funny. There was a top 16 deck that did not, and I'm not kidding, in the TCG without Harp Horror, that it was a something Orcus build. And it was actually really, really cool. So the deck could do some cute things still. Ding, the ultimate rare that I told people to get because number 1, it was cheaper, and number 2, this was a generic level 8. When the card is summoned, you get to send a what's called, basically you can attach a banished monster as a material, but most likely you're activating the first effect. You send a card, your opponent controls to the graveyard, non-targeting. Really, really good here. And then if a card you control would be destroyed by a card effect, you could just detach, which is really cool, right? Because this protects anything. I remember you could protect like your field spell, back row. You guys get the point. 60 for your ultis here. This card's been bought out like twice, I believe. $70. I would go get your ulti dings instead of your Galateas personally, but you got your ultras from Dane, and this is actually quite shocking. These are about 16s for first editions. In fact, we see 26 here with unlimited. We go first edition here. Yeah, 15, 17, 14 listings. That's quite a lot. You got your super harp horrors here. $7 just like last time, so I'm not really going to go over those too much. You got your Orchestra Nightmare here, OTS Tournament Pack 11. That's kind of cute. $2 here, going up to like, what, 3s? That's not bad. Card is spiking. People are realizing, hey, instead of getting Harp Horror at $7, we can get these at a lot cheaper. And they are selling over here, you know, a lot, actually, in the last two-ish weeks. So, remember, you could get some of these instead here. If you go near mint, how many are there? 39 listings? We might see, you know, I'm telling you right now, that if we get Harp Horror to 1, you could see people buying these in droves. Man, like the Orcus buyouts, I can't wait to do a market watch on the Orcus buyouts if Harp Horror comes back. Like, I really will be happy during that. I might do a double giveaway. And what's really funny is I didn't even play Orcus at its prime. Like, I just like this deck, I like the aesthetic, and your boy just knows Harp Horror is going to come back. It's been a long time coming. It's been a lot of Harp Horrors collected. A lot of Symbol Skeletons collected. These are like dollars. I think you play 1 or 2 of these. I think you play 2. Maybe the builds are different nowadays. Feel like this is a 2 of now, but someone please correct me. All I know is he kind of reminds me of, I forgot what his name was from One Piece. Brook. He reminds me of Brook a little bit. Orchestrated Babel here, just dollars. I remember when everyone wanted this card banned. This is the only card I have an issue with Orcus. That's literally it. Access code Talker, Starlight Rare. $468 for this bad boy. So if you want to get a Starlight Rare access code, look, I would really just keep an eye out on this because I know a lot of people aren't really going to care too much about, say, like $8 to $10 extra on a Starlight Rare, especially when we're hitting the $400 mark. But what I would probably do is I would keep an eye on these if you want a Starlight Rare access code. If people buy these 2 listings here, maybe just bite the bullet at like $475. If maybe they can get listed to lower than 400, that'd be good. This card was closer to 550, 600. I told people I think this card could drop to closer to 500, maybe 450. And we're 465, 468 here, so it could drop to 450. If you guys know someone in the area with this card and you want to offer 85, 90% on it, might be a good idea. You know, you don't have to pay the taxes and all that, which is wonderful, right? But yeah, so just get yourself a little discount there. Then you got Access Code Talker, the OGs. 46 right here. In fact, we're going to go near Matrix. I want to show you guys something. It's 46 here, going to 61. If you want a nice access code, just get your OG secrets here. I think 40s for your OG secrets are just too cheap here. They do go up to 80 on the second page as well, so just be very wary of that. This card is selling every single day, so might want to go grab your access codes. You also have this cool little playmat here from Anime Expo. Okay, 75. A lot of people are going to like it because it has Playmaker on it. You know, it has access code. It looks cool. I'll say that. Number 90, Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Now, this card, you thought 50s were to the moon. Well, try 87 to 90. And the best part is that people are buying it at this price. Now, the reason people are buying it at this price, people actually don't know. They think it's because of Photon hype or, oh, This card hasn't been reprinted in 5 years. It has to keep going up and up and up. While not terrible answers, one of the reasons why this card is going up is because Gold Pride is actually playing a copy of this. We've seen lists with number 90 in Gold Pride. They can make this card very easily here. Now, I think that this card can easily... You know what? At this point, I don't want to see a Galaxy as ulti. I really don't. I don't like... I haven't forgiven Photons enough. But even I will push my pride aside. You guys know how much I hate Photons. There's actually a really funny story I'm actually going to tell you guys here about Photons. One time when I was on a guy's market watch, we were talking about Photons, right? Because almost every single Photon person, like big Photon fan I've met in my life, were just really cringy, or just an overall loser, like a very dislikable, mostly dislikable, not really much of a loser. Like I feel bad about calling a few of them that, but actually no, I don't. I don't at all. But point is, every Galaxy player I've met, I've had issues with, and I remember one time where I ripped the Galaxy Expedition on this guy's market watch, and this guy got bots to dislike my videos, and no joke, I have a market watch out there because people were actually liking the videos at an incredible rate. We had like 120 likes to like 40-50 dislikes. I had to explain the situation, and people were like arguing in the comments with some of these bots, and it was crazy. Like, I don't know if this guy went to the Photon subreddit. I don't know if he got his 3 friends from League of Legends. I really don't know what happened. But if you guys are an old subscriber, you will remember the Great Photon War, as they say. But yeah, I would rather have this. I'm gonna put my pride aside here. Getting back to that point, if they make this an ulti, I would like that more than them putting almost every single holo and ulti slot of our next OTS as a meta relevant card that will phase out. Like, we're gonna look at OTS 21 cards here and see how bad they did. In fact, I might just go over the whole pack to see how that is. Also, if you guys are buying any cards off TCG Player, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And that doesn't have to be for Yu-Gi-Oh! It could be for anything here. Okay, so next we have the card that lets you get into the card that turn skips your opponent. M7 is going up right now. We got 21 for a light play. I actually think these light plays for 21 are fantastic as pickups, by the way. You might go up to 30 here. Like, I feel like DT Constellars and DT Evil Swarms, more so DT Constellars, even though I like Evil Swarms more, were always great DT pickups. This card lets you get into Platomias, which is a turn skip. It's crazy how Satar Knights now, I've seen the builds, and you guys are going to get a deck profile soon, are so much... They're like a combo deck that you have a few different line of plays, but it's basically doing the same thing over and over. And that is, okay, you make M7, and then, yeah, you literally just make M7, and then you just turn skip your opponent. And if they do not have an interrupt, you're kind of screwed here. Because again, detach 7 materials, which M7 will get you 7 materials. Because you'll overlay it on the new Satar Knight, and he can easily have 5. You make him with 5, then you put him with 6, and then you're able to put Satar Knight on it as well. Just skip your opponent's next turn, right? And just go have fun. And then during each player's end phase, you can attach a Satar Knight card from your extra deck to this card. Say face up XYZ material. That's also really good. People also forget this last effect because because most likely you're gonna be able to Satar Knight bridge. I think that's what it's called. I actually have the rare like over here. It's Skybridge, basically same thing. You're able to attach like a Deltros, bridge this away to special summon, and then Deltros is gonna special summon you another one. You can special summon like Altair, whatever like fun kinky dinky card you really want to at that point. And it just goes nuts. It just goes nuts. Right now they're $18. Your first editions here, 19 for a light play, like $30 for a near mint. Yo, I'm just saying, if we see Taller Knights in top 32, I am going to scream. You got your secret M7s here. They're like 10, 12 bucks here. Like, what's first realistically at? There's like not many of these copies. 10. Yeah, you got a light plate for 10, 10, like 15, going up to 20 here. If you want to get your light plates for 10, yeah, not bad. Your Pleiades here. I told people that this was like a very. I never understood why this card was really below 30 because this card has popped up in decks since it's come out once a year. Like everyone knows, like when people think of a rank 5, that is like that comes up as a somewhat generic. I say somewhat generic just because it's 2 level 5 lights. It's not as hard as you think it is, but the fact that it comes up so often, it's such an old card, is kind of insane. People think about this card, right? You just bounce something in hand. It's amazing. DTs, they're about $55 right now. Your secrets, 8s, $9. If you want to get your secrets at 9s, I think that's fine. Teardrop the Rika Queen CR here. These are about 44, going up to like 48 here. There is a lot of Rika fans, so there is an audience for this CR. As you could tell, people are actually buying this at an incredible rate. I will be honest with you, maybe it's because I have a PSA version. If you guys don't know, I have a PSA 8 of this card. I actually prefer the secret. I know I'm gonna get hate, but $15 for a secret right here. I mean, you got one cheap copy at 15. I will go ahead and get that. It looks so gorgeous, and it just pops more than the CR. I don't know. It's kind of weird because the CR, it's fine, right? I don't have an issue with the CR. I think I'm just in love with the secret rare. Sprite Blue. Everyone is so scared of Sprite getting hit that everyone's just hot selling every Sprite card. $30 for your ulti blues. Remember when this was like what, 60s? Yeah, like look. In fact, we go 1 month. Let's just go 1 month here. 44, going down, 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 like crazy. In fact, we also got other Sprite Blues over here. They're like 16s. Why would you bother getting these when you could just get ultis for 15 bucks more? And keep some of your money. 40 for your Fenris. Remember when people were paying more for their ultra rares? Even when this card was announced, people were paying more for their ultra rares. And that's why I always told people Fenrir was never a good card to hold. Then you got your Teal Limit Rhino Hearts. They're like 21. Okay. Every merely dollar. You know, maybe these Tier Limit Supers are going to come back if they give us a Tier Limit card back on the next list. I have a small feeling, and I really don't like tiers. All right. I know that a lot of people, and I'm just going to sum this up very quickly. Tier is a skillful deck in a mirror match. When you are playing it at full power, there's literally no reason that you should lose a match unless you literally get floodgated to death, right? Like literally your opponent has to have every single answer, right? And that rarely ever happens. That's why people, and another thing people don't understand about tier is that I remember when people were complaining back in the day when I came back, like 2018, where, you know, Geist used to special summon Multi-Faker on your turn, and then special summon a Socrates, and then they get a quick effect bounce. Ooh! Oh, and the bounce is cost, by the way. And Tyraliments resolving Chain Link 18 on your turn, and you're just like, you know, I could have watched a movie, I could have gone to trade school, you know, I could have jerked off, right? Preferably on my opponent for playing this deck. I don't know. Like, you could, like, literally tier, it was just, it's mostly Ishizu. Like, I put more blame on the Ishizu cards than tier itself. I don't like tier as a deck that much, but I'm fine with it without Ishizu. I don't think nearly 85% of people would be complaining this much about tier if it wasn't for Ishizu. I just think that those cards should have never came out into the TCG. Like, I remember when I was younger and we had cards like that were banned on arrival, like 6 cents, and I wondered, man, we should have had a little fun with that. You know, maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's good that Konami does that. Anyway, the rest of this is garbage. What's it called here? Then we got Cyberstorm Access. A lot of people want me to go over Magnite here, which would have been a great Starlight rare to replace, you know, something here. But we're gonna go over the whole set. 300 for the Guiding Queen, but they go at 250. I think they're fine. 242 for Lulu. Okay, that's not awful. These have geared back up. These were like, I think, what were they, 170 maybe last market watch? We talked about these, like maybe 180, 185. I'm actually going to take a look. I don't think an incredible amount of these sold to the point, oh, well, one was 150. Yeah, like 160s here, I think. So there was a lower point for these. And I told people to get them if they start going back up. People do want to have faith in the Starfrost here. The fluids are 142 here, or singularity. It's not even called fluid. 138 here, 45 for your Chaos Angel. 40 for your Guiding Queen, 30, 31 for your Peaceful Planet. So this is holding some value, which is nice. Lulu 28. Okay, so this set, basically, you're going to pull some of your money back regardless, right? You're going to have fun opening a box, and you're going to get something to show for it. You're just not going to profit, right? 20 for your Better Luck Next Times. 15 for your Ringworms. Cards cracked. Albion 14. Like, if this card came when we had Hulk, the whole game would have been unhealthy. 14 for Albion. Okay. The Firewall Defensor at 13 very much shocks me. Did not expect this card to be so much. Like, this is an amazing pool as an Ultra. I personally think that for this card, I would probably, if you have this, I would just hot sell it unless you're playing the deck. It's good, but I like how Firewall's a deck now. And it has the errata. They see me rolling. They hating $11. 12 on your Bestial. I mean, because they needed more support. 10s on Astroloud here. If you guys are wondering why I never go over this card, just because it's garbage. $7 for your Rim Hearts over here. Cool. 6 on the Firewall. Like, this set has a lot of value. All we needed is like $170, $80 card, right? The set would have been fine. 4s for your Time Turning Morganite. This card's crazy. It's great that we have a $4 super here. This card will get reprinted. We already know this is going to be in the tins, guaranteed here. Do you think it's worth getting right now? I told people at $1. I said, hey, this is good for $1. Because this card, it could have faded because it's a super, but I thought at $1 it was good. Then it went up to 3s. I'm like, dude, it could go higher, but now it definitely is a gamble. Dollars are fine. Now there are 4s here. Honestly, I feel like if we get the Monarch support, these could go insane because this card, we will see this card. We will see this card for a very long time, I think. It's not going to be, I don't know, I can't tell you what the extent is. I think this card's too good to barely ever see it. Like this, you make decks revolving around this card. And then you have the super heavy at $1. I knew this was not going to hold for unless we start seeing like 25 to 50% of the top 32 with 6 samurai super heavy samurai. We weren't going to see it. I said this card is going to stabilize on around $2, could be $3. Dollar on Gold Pride Chariot. Dollar. Sucks because this card looks very cool. I think it's just not that good. $1 for your Teller Knight card. I didn't expect the Teller Knight cards to be worth any money. I don't even think that. I feel like if you like rounded up your whole locals, right, and you got them at gunpoint and you said, name an effect of 2 Teller Knight cards, right? It could be extra main, right? Stellar Knight, right? You could just not Constellar. They're not walking out. Like, I'm being honest with you. Nobody knows what that deck is. So when no one's hyped for the support unless you were like me and played it back in the day. Dollar. Everyone thinks this is a very good penny stonk here. Look, it could be. If you want to gamble it on 50 cents, yeah, go for it. I feel like when we get the reprints, maybe this card will go crazy, but I don't know if Labyrinths are playing a crazy amount of these. Then the rest of this, I forgot that this is an Ultra. Whenever I see this, I think it's a super. But yeah. What's this set? Nothing really to say. Light and Darkness Dragon, GX promotion cards here. The beautiful, beautiful secrets. 40 for light play and then 60 for near mint. That's not bad. And then you got the ultras here. Light plays are about 4s, going up to 5s here. Near mint start at $5.50. You got 1. Then they go $8 to $10, 20. If you want to get your manga Light and Darkness Dragon, you got near mint here for $6.50 with shipping before it heads on up to about close to $10 here. If you don't mind lightly played, personally, I don't mind lightly played because sometimes this card just came lightly played out of the book anyway, and I'm going to say this is minimum of 15 years old at this point. I'm gonna confidently say that. Yeah. I remember when this was a penny stonk. I told people this was actually one of the first penny stonks I mentioned when I started doing market watches more frequently, within the first like 3 months, I want to say 3-4 months. So if you guys watch my market watches back then, you'll recognize this card. Definitely took a while to get going, I guess. But I mean, if you got the near mints, and let's be honest, these lightly played, they're not gonna last long. I mean, what we got, maybe with the way it's selling, Maybe you got 2 weeks, not even. Maybe one person wants to clean it up. Who knows? With that being said, leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Like always, subscribe if you have not already. If thank you for being a YouTube channel member. If you are, I appreciate all my YouTube channel members, as well as consider being one. Live stream tomorrow at 10 p.m. Central. Let me know what cards I'm going over in the next Mark Watch in the comment section below before I go, because I know I got some OGs that stay for even a little outro. I want to talk about something that I'll talk about tomorrow on the stream as well. But you guys recommended me a certain chip, which is the spicy sweet chili. And you know what? You guys were absolutely correct. I could not find the one that wasn't spicy. It's a black bag. Could not find it. Guys, I went through 5 stores, okay? And it wasn't like this, like all like Walmarts or something like that. I could not find it. I could find that. I just couldn't find the black bag. However, these are really good. And what's really funny is I remember when I tried them when I was younger. I hated this chip because back then I did not have a spice tolerance, like not a low tolerance, no tolerance to spice, right? I just didn't like hot food. I didn't like spicy sauce, nothing like that, right? Nowadays I like it a lot, which is like funny enough. Maybe it's because it's all my allergies, or maybe it's because nowadays you can't just get away with like making something hot. You have to put flavor in it. If it has flavor, I remember it more because it's hot. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. But thank you all those who recommended that. I love drinking it with some Arizona iced tea. Personally, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.